Hello everyone and welcome to this week's game devlog on the Blue Dots Expedition, a turn-based strategy flight game. This feels like a big step, partly because I'm working on something different other than just a tutorial now. Let's get into it. So, I have a strategy screen, a flight mode, which switches between each other based on player actions, within a level that has a beginning, middle, and an end. But what's an interesting mechanic to make this more interesting when you keep going through levels? Permadeath, that's what. For potential new viewers who may be unfamiliar with how the game works, I'll give a quick rundown. The goal is to keep the planet away from the bad guys. Pilot health is persisted from mode to mode, and the only way to regain health is to get close to the planet and regain 5 points at a time. But if the enemies get to the planet, it's all over. So either way, there's risk versus reward involved, meaning there's more meaningful choices wherever you go. If the pilot dies, you can still finish the mission, but when you get back to the pilot select, the pilot that dies is inactive, meaning it won't be selected, and the system will skip over the inselectable pilot heading to the next available pilot. To test all this, I made a currently in progress mission select. It's bare bones right now, but I can select it with a controller and a mouse based on your personal preference. It's definitely going to come in handy when I need to make more levels, which I think will hopefully be soon, since I almost have enough pieces necessary to start experimenting and making other scenarios and levels. The key word being almost. The almost referring to the enemies. Last we left off, I was working on the stationary enemy logic, where it would just stand there and shoot at you once you come in range. In the tutorial, this is meant for the player to learn how to barrel roll and deflect bullets. Now the enemy has a model based on my original sketches, making it more distinct and easier to hit. I started on a new enemy, the shooting enemy. Not a great name, I know, but hear me out, let me make my case. One of my colleagues brought a great point that all the enemies just bull charge the player or the planet, so what's the point of going out to face them when you can just guard the planet? Well, how about an enemy that can shoot at a distance and the only way to kill them is to go to them? The idea is that they will keep their distance, shooting the bullets from a distance every 2 or 3 turns or so. The bullets will go in a straight line. If the player gets hit by them, they will take damage but no encounter, leaving the player with every reason to move closer to the enemy, especially since the planet is a big target. Have to keep it at a distance. The strategy portion of their behavior is under construction, but in the flight mode, they're just a beefy static machine that, depending on what phase they're in, will bring up a timer before it shoots, also under construction. And I'm thinking of a feature that the player can stop the shot by not just destroying the ship, but another way of doing it would be to fly in front of the shot, taking the bullet to have it not show up in the strategy screen. Because depending how hectic the strategy screen might be, it might be better to take the hit. Let me know what you think. One last bit of polish. I made a placeholder enemy entrance animation for when enemies spawn in instead of just instantaneously. I still need to make some wormhole-like animations to lend some more authenticity so that it's not just an expanding, shrinking circle. It feels like a lot, though on the surface it doesn't seem much. Next time I hope to get the shooting enemy operational in both modes and maybe a 3D model. And one more part of the level-to-level mechanics I've been planning for a while now. Stay tuned. That'll be it for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.